It is book review time, guys. It's been a while, but I am back with another book review, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Hawkweed Prophecy by Irina Bricknell. Hello everyone, it is Samantha and I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I'm here today with a book review, which, I had this goal of doing at least 2 a month this year. Kind of failed on that. So it's high time I catch up. But today I'm here to review The Hawkweed Prophecy by Irina Bricknell, and I did receive this in exchange for a free and honest review from the publisher, and that is exactly what you're going to get today. So The Hawkweed Prophecy, it follows 2 girls by the names of Poppy and Ember, and they come from very, very different backgrounds. Poppy has been raised by 2 parents out in the normal everyday world, and Ember comes from a coven of witches. So these witches, this coven kind of lives on the outskirts of a town in the woods, and one day Poppy and her father move to a town near these woods where this particular coven resides. Now, there is a very interesting twist of fate because one of these 2 girls is meant to become the queen of the witches, and their fates begin to become entwined together when they meet each other one day in the woods and they form a friendship. Both of these girls are kind of the black sheep of their respective communities, and so they kind of form an unlikely bond. They see each other in themselves, and it's a really, really beautiful friendship. And the story begins to unfold as they learn more about their fate and who they really are and where they really come from, all at the same time allowing their friendship to grow and blossom. And I have to say, I actually really, really enjoyed this story a lot more than I thought it was going to. It is very whimsical and very lyrical in the way that Irina tells the story, and I really, really enjoyed it. It is a little bit romancy at times and a little bit angsty, but it's not that bad. It's not the worst romance I've ever read in a YA book. It's actually kind of endearing and sweet, and I really enjoyed it. It's also a really, really good read for this time of year for fall. It kind of had that creepy vibe that's perfect for Halloween, and I don't read a lot of witch books, but I have to say this one is making me want to read more because it was really enjoyable. But as I said, Irina's language is really beautiful. She has a very lyrical and whimsical way of writing her story. I feel like the characters are pretty well developed. Ember and Poppy have very distinct and different personalities, but yet they still kind of flowed together really well in terms of their friendship, and I really, really enjoyed that about them. They felt very fleshed out and real to me. The world itself there wasn't a whole lot of world building, which I didn't really like. I'm not really certain where the story was supposed to take place. I was really confused as to if it was supposed to be in the United States or England or Canada. I really was not clear on where it was supposed to be taking place, and just the description of the area they lived in wasn't very detailed. I would say the most description you did get was probably when they were in the wooded area. So there wasn't a whole lot of world building, and so I kind of had a hard time picturing this world. I kind of imagined it taking place, I don't know. See, that's the thing. I kept fluctuating between is this in England? So I was picturing an English village, and then I'd be or is this the East Coast, Maine? So then I would kind of be picturing the East Coast. It was weird. So that part I didn't really like. The world building kind of left a little bit to be desired, but the characters themselves really made the story, and they just felt a little bit bigger than life and very whimsical in their personalities, and I really enjoyed that about the story. The story itself I thought was pretty good. It was definitely an entertaining read. As I said, it kind of had a good creepy Halloween feel. It's also a very quick read. It's very easy to get through. I read this in a couple of days, which for me, I had become a slow reader in my older age, and that was actually a pretty quick read for me, but I enjoyed it the whole time I was reading it, and I was very engrossed in the story and wanting to know what would happen. Also, the book, I feel, kind of deals with some very important themes, the most important of which is bullying. Poppy herself has been bullied her entire life by other students and teachers, and you really see how she struggled with this, as well as kind of not being loved by her parents her entire life, and kind of how she deals with that and kind of trying to find her own place in the world. And it also kind of deals with a little bit of coming of age and trying to find your place in the world, because both Poppy and Ember are trying to figure out where they belong and fit in the grand scheme of things. So it's definitely kind of a coming of age story, and it deals a lot with bullying and depression, and I think that those are 2 important themes that you don't see a whole lot in books. I think those are 2 kind of the big themes of the story. The overarching theme, aside from, the witch plot line, I would say those are probably the 2 more biggest themes of the story. So as I said, I really enjoyed the story. I ended up rating the book 4 out of 5 stars. I would give the world building 2 stars. That was probably my biggest complaint. There wasn't a whole lot of description of the world, which I like that, so that was kind of a markdown for me. I give the characters 4.5 out of 5 stars. I give the plot 4.5 out of 5 stars. And I give the writing 4.5 out of 5 stars. So overall, it was a very enjoyable book for me. I really recommend it, especially for this time of the year. I think it's a quick, fun read that a lot of people would enjoy, especially for the Halloween time. So I definitely am a fan of this book. So yes, I definitely recommend it. It's a good story for the Halloween time and one that I think a lot of people would enjoy. Also, the publisher sent me an extra copy of the book, so I am going to be doing a giveaway. So just leave a comment down in the comment section because I will be using a random comment generator to choose one person to win the book. It is going to be US only right now just because international shipping is really expensive and I've already had to ship a few packages international this month. So it's going to be US only for this one. I'm sorry guys, I will be having, I'm sure soon, another giveaway which will be international, so look out for that one. So just leave a comment if you're interested in winning and I will be choosing a winner in about a week's time. So good stuff, guys. All right, guys, that's it for my review of The Hawkweed Prophecy by Irina Brignall. And you guys have to let me know if you read it, what you thought. If you're interested in checking out, just whatever you want to put down in the comments, feel free to do so. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great one. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.